Hi folks, I'm Adam, and take note of this purple pathway for me. Anyways, if you follow me around this yellow section, you'll see that this appears to be just a regular yellow floored corridor that follows a rectangular path. I apologise for the walking, sprint's broken in this latest snapshot. Anyways, once we complete the loop, we are back here to where we started, and as you can probably imagine, this purple section only goes for 7 or 8 blocks before getting cut off. You'd be wrong. This isn't a visual bug or anything of the sort, these are actual functioning blocks that behave just as you'd expect. But shouldn't that cut through the yellow pathway we walked around earlier? Well, if we head back around we can test that theory out, and you'd be wrong again. You're not very good at this, are you? So yeah, what I've done here is emulate non-Euclidean geometry without the use of mods or anything like that. And the way I've done this is through custom spawners, a whole bunch of custom spawners. Now, if you were living under a rock last week, a guy named Traslander came out with a few videos showing a technique that allowed you to delete and replace blocks remotely using redstone. I won't bog you down with the details, as this is a long, arduous, and a pretty difficult to understand process, but if you got some time and the patience to figure it out, there's a link to his channel below, where you can find his showcase video, as well as some really well-made tutorials on the matter. So, using this technique, along with command blocks to check your location, I feigned some non-Euclidean geometry. Let's head back up to the corridors to get a closer look at their appearance from the outside. As you can see, this layout is not quite as brain-bending as it first appears. The purple path and yellow loop overlap here at this wooden and sandstone section. So, how does the internal appearance of the crossover section change depending on location? Well, I set up 2 redstone-powered spawner systems that switch the placement of the walls and recolour the floor. If we follow this path clockwise, going the same way we did initially, you cross over this first purple line and nothing happens, but when you cross over the second purple line, one of 8 command blocks will detect you and trigger one half of that huge spawner network you saw earlier. Working through the layers, half of this top layer recolours the floor of the shared segment, the other half sets up cakes under the pre-existing walls, allowing them to be deleted by this layer underneath. This whole layer replaces the 2 pre-existing walls with falling sand blocks, which then land on the cakes and disappear. The cakes are then switched back into floor blocks by this layer, and finally, the bottom layer just places regular falling sand the entire time, building up 2 new walls and blocking off the previous walkway. All of this is done before you can walk to the green line so that you don't see any of the transformation happening. Having completed the transformation, the command blocks for this half disable and the other half is enabled, allowing for the reverse transformation. I didn't bother setting this up to work with the other side of the corridor, but that was just laziness on my part, and it would be just as simple as setting up another 16 command blocks to get it to work. Now, this would have some issues in multiplayer, as the command blocks could be triggered whilst a person is looking at the area that transforms, but still, this could make for some awesome mazes or illusions in an adventure map. Well, that's it for today. There will be a download link below if you want to try it out for yourself, but for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.